This has everything. XGIMI's new Horizon 20 series projectors start at just $1,700. Support 4K with pixel shift, Dolby Vision, HDR10+, super low latency gaming at up to 240 Hz, and I don't think I've ever seen this on a projector at this price, lens shift. That's always been the killer feature that enthusiast and professional grade projectors have, but that budget and mainstream ones don't. And it makes a huge difference, both to image quality as well as to ease of installation. Because let's face it, we've all tried it with an entry-level projector. You kind of point it at the wall and you got this image that's kind of shaped like this, right? And it looks like garbage. So you go, oh, well, no problem. I'll just keystone that out. And then you've got rectangular garbage. Not with this. Theoretically, I can point this thing straight at the wall, dead on, get my nice square image, and then just move it. Up and down, or left and right. Vertically 120% and horizontally 45%. I have no idea what those numbers mean, but I'm still excited about them. The main difference between the three different models in the lineup then is just down to brightness. So the regular one does 3,200 lumens, the mid-range Pro does 4,100 lumens, and this one, the Max, creative naming scheme, you guys, does 5,700 lumens, which they claim is good for up to a 300-inch screen in perfect blackness, or up to an 80-inch screen in a relatively bright room. They claim less than 0.8 delta E color accuracy, so basically saying it's extremely color accurate. Also greater than 100% coverage of the BT 2020 color space, although it is worth noting that is more common for projectors than it is for TVs. My goodness, is that a funky power brick? What the heck? How many watts is 300 watts? What? Delightfully retro colored C19 power cable. Haven't seen one of these in this color for a while. All right. Classy looking remote with all the obligatory buttons that I won't use except for, actually, you know what? These aren't that bad. You got YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, and look at that. You can get a free TV. Imagine being that confident in the quality of your projector that you'd put a button to get a free TV right on your remote knowing no one will ever press it. Because they've got this. I like their little magazine style battery thing here. Channel surf, channel surf, channel surf. I'm out. Hold on, I got this. Yeah. Oh yeah, surf, 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 let's go. Ooh, I like that. Very convenient. Around the back, we've got two HDMI ports, one with eARC, USB 2, USB 3, optical audio, as well as a 3.5mm audio jack, and a power button. It also includes, I think it's 24 watts total of Harman-tuned sound, but we're getting dangerously close to the price where I would really think anybody buying even the entry-level Horizon 20 should really be getting at least a soundbar rather than using the speaker that's built into their projector. And then, ooh, there she is. Oh, right. I didn't even mention the other really cool thing about this lens. Apparently this is their own optical design. It's like super efficient, which is a huge part of why they're able to achieve this level of brightness. And not only do they have lens shift, they also have optical zoom. We're gonna play around with that later, but basically that combined with lens shift just gives you so many more options when you're mounting. Instead of like here, and exactly here, you could go back a little bit and then zoom it, or you could go off to the side a little bit and then lens shift it over so that you don't, hit your head on it every time you stand up or whatever. That really helps a lot. Oh, speaking of mounting it overhead, we've got one of those little 1/4-20 threads on the bottom, so you could mount it on a ceiling or whatever if you really wanted to. And where the devil's the power input? Oh, interesting. It's in the base. Okay, let's plug it in after this segue to our sponsor.
Thanks to Aputure for sponsoring this video. Their MagFusion 1X is a Qi 2.2 wireless charger that can charge at up to 25 watts. And what makes this charger so special is the suction cup base that allows you to stick it to most flat surfaces. If you got a big old chonker of a phone, you don't have to worry anymore about your whole charger tipping over. Plus, the charger has 35 degrees of adjustment so you can easily view the content that's on your device. Grab your MagFusion 1X today with our link in the description.
First we gotta pair the remote which is a cool opportunity for us to show you a neat feature. Hey, look at that! Is laser projector, is not good for eyes. So this is probably one of the best functioning eye protection, whatever, okay. The second I go to show that it works really well, it immediately doesn't work. So I'm gonna go over there now. I am following the instruction, oh, these ones. Oh, you put, okay. That looks like it's about to reach onto the home and the back. But what they actually want you to do is hit the volume up and volume down, which by the way, this is an absolutely sociopathic place to put volume up and down. Literally everyone knows from the dawn of time to present day, they go above and below each other, okay? Thank you. All right, region. Hey, how about a non-authoritarian region? Let's go with Canada. All right, setup. Connecting. It's a funny thing, right? Wi-Fi. You can do like over gigabit speeds in the real world, but you wanna send those like 12 characters to sign in. And it's like, whoa, whoa.
Slow down, this will take a few seconds here. Maybe a minute.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for it, but hey, there we go. Done. Fantastic. Let's make some adjustments to the image and see how quickly we can get this thing dialed in. Okay, select an image adjustment mode. Okay. Yeah, definitely this. Interesting. So with lens shift, you can't use auto keystone, autofocus. Don't care about any of that, do that manually. Wall color adaptation? I think they mean adaptation. You know what? I'm not gonna argue English with XGIMI. I'm sure that they used AI and it's really smart. Screen rotation, eye protection mode. No eye protection mode. Okay, so I'm gonna need to not stand in front of it. Yes, I'm good with all of that. Here we go, arrow keys. Huge. Now, it does seem to have some keystone on right now, which is a bit of a problem for me. I'm gonna just make sure that's all off. How much can I go down? Wow. Dude, I could go down so much. My wife will be thrilled. She's never seen this much lens shift before on a projector. She loves projectors. What did you think I was talking about? What is the aspect ratio of this screen? Do we know? This screen, is worth noting, is a complete piece of garbage. So I don't want you to judge this thing too harshly. Like the fact that it doesn't line up with this screen is probably more of an indication that this screen is made out of random aluminum tubing and PVC corners than that the projector is the wrong shape. So don't stress about that, you guys. Let's play around with the brightness, since that's really one of the main selling points of going for the max rather than the pro or the vanilla. High power mode. Temperature abnormal, switch to default mode. That's not cool. I mean, this is very room temperature room. Okay, we turned off MEMC, which might give us filmmaker mode. Game, sports, high power, no, wait, was it past high power there? Game, sports, high power, okay. What was next? I can't click on it to see the whole list of options. Definitely a little bit of work to do on the menus here, boys. It looks like there's not much we're gonna be able to do with it for now. All right, let's get some Plex on here, boys. HDR just worked. That's always nice to see. Wow, we are really not doing this thing any favors by pointing it at this awful, awful screen. Like, I can see flashes of brilliance. I can see how it's supposed to look. Color handling seems as advertised to be really good. And the brightness is really good. I think we're gonna have to kill the lights to really give this thing its best chance to shine though. In actual content, the rainbow effect's really not bothering me, and man, this might be the best I've seen these fireworks look on a projector. That's really good. Bloody hell, is that ever nice. Oh man, not all the buttons on the remote are illuminated. What a weird thing to cheap out on. I mean, the sound is... Yep, that's a projector speaker, all right. Don't use that. I mean, in a pinch, right? Sure, but try to avoid it, right? I want to try something Dolby Vision. Let's find something with Dolby Vision. Seriously, would you watch movies like this?
Oh, it looks amazing, hell yeah.
This looks awesome. Like, how long ago was it that XGIMI was like a weird, no-name projector company that couldn't get coverage on LTT unless they sponsored us? They all glowed up now. I still don't mind if you guys sponsor us once in a while, XGIMI. We're still good with that, but a little bit too much rainbow effect. and I'd love to see the menus tweaked a little bit. The overall responsiveness of the UI is not bad though. But man, especially the entry level and the Pro, having these kinds of image adjustment settings at these price points, pretty freaking awesome. You're not gonna get the same kind of ridiculous specular highlights like you would with a mini LED or an OLED or something like that, but you get that almost more filmic theater projector look, which some people prefer anyway. Very cinematic. Let's try games. Game mode colors are not as good. That is some overdone red, but also then some of it underdone. Like look at Rory McShaggy's orange flippin' hair here. That's wild.
Enable projector super frame and picture, advanced settings, and then HDR.
Now it's 240, it wants the interpolation.
But is this like interpolated 240?
If you can't feel it, doesn't matter, right?
Okay, definitely does feel more responsive now. Oh, ooh, she's smooth. I don't know if the input lag is actually as good though. Did we change anything to do with input lag?
No, I don't think so.
Interessant. Oh, that red is so wrong though. I want to play something with HDR. We were poking around on ratings and apparently with variable refresh rate enabled, it changes how it refreshes the screen a little bit, which might be contributing to why it kind of felt funky. Definitely not the greatest for image quality in game mode. I mean that with respect to color as well as just in general. To be clear, it's still very playable, obviously, especially if we had it on a nicer screen, like an ambient light rejecting screen, or if we were in a properly light controlled room, but this is not its best use case, that's for sure. No discernible problems with input lag though, which actually raises the question for me, what if I just didn't use game mode? Okay, well that answers my question then. Game mode or not, latency doesn't seem like a big issue for me, at least in controller games. But what I will say is that while I liked the look of this thing, the more filmic look in films, it doesn't have the same kind of pop that I've gotten used to in gaming from the latest gaming TVs and gaming monitors. So I wouldn't say that it's a problem to game on this thing at all, but you are giving up some image quality, stepping down to 1080p in order to get that higher refresh rate. And for the money, I would probably rather have just like as big of a mini LED display as I could get. Nothing wrong with it either though, especially if you're in a nice dark room. Just doesn't quite pop the same way, you know? See you later, coppers. And I'll see you guys later. Subscribe to ShortCircuit.